Welcome to the Golden Gate. Today's video is about our planetary grids. What type of planetary grids we have, who created them, when were they created, why were they created, and also who tampered with them. We actually have many planetary grids. Some of them were created by our guardians, while others were created by the intruder races. Our guardians created 3 Atlantean pylon implant networks, APINs in short form. Those are the Great White Lion, the Golden Eagle, and the 4 Faces of Man. And they also created 1 Lemurian pylon implant network called the Blue Oxen. The planetary grid were created for 2 main purposes. The first one was to carry dimension 12 currents through the stargates, axonal and ley line system in Earth's planetary grid system. And secondly, the founders desired to leave a part of themselves reflected in the APIN to remind the races of Earth that they were never alone or abandoned. The design of the founders' APIN was also to serve as a subsonic planetary identification flag, which when viewed from space via a photoradionic scanning equipment, one would be able to see the different shapes of the planetary grid system. So basically, the planetary grid network would be used as a flag to identify our planet up from space. So, the Great White Lion APIN was made in the image of the feline hominid Elohai Elohim Leonine Christos founders of Dimension 12, Lyra Aramatena. It represents the Dimension 12 Lyran Syrian APIN system of Earth. Next, we have the Golden Eagle APIN system, which belongs to the Emerald Covenant series Seraphae Seraphim avian races and Asian mantis races of Dimension 8, Mintaka, Orion, and the related series avian hominid races of Alcyon, Pleiades. The Golden Eagle is made in the image of the bird people called the Ceres. In the Dimension 8 anchoring rod and stabilization grid for the 12 and many secondary horizontal ley line system running east and west along the equatorial latitudes of Earth's Templar and for the diagonal ley lines system. The Great White Lion is the guardian of the north and south, and the Golden Eagle is the guardian of the east and west. Quite sadly, since 25,500 BC, the Golden Eagle APIN system has been held hostage by the intruder races and turned into a white eagle. The next APIN system we have is known as the Blue Oxen or the Sacred Cow. It was originally used for interdimensional contact between Earth and the Maharaji Blue Human Guardians of Sirius B Stargate 6 Council of Azure Line, and it once held all of India and portions of Eastern Europe and Asia in its protective embrace. The Blue Oxen APIN system was jointly created by the Sirius B Maharaji and the Density 3 Emerald Covenant bovine race from Antares and Altair, called the Rashayanas of the Braharama Amethyst Order. The oxen design for the APIN was chosen by the Sirius B Blue Human Maharaji as a tribute to the Rashiana for their assistance. Unfortunately, the Blue Oxen Apen system was overtaken by the Blue Centaur fallen angelic collective of Omega Centauri and has been utilized since that time to follow the One World Order Dominion agenda of the Centaurians and the Fallen Ones. Our planet undergoes something called the stellar activation cycle. The stellar activation cycle is basically a period where the frequencies are extremely high and everything and everyone undergoes mass awakening, mass activation, and mass upgradation. In 22,500 BC, just before a failed stellar activation cycle, the Azurite Iani Universal Stargate security team of the Inner Earth time cycle visited the remaining Lemurian islands called the Muaravi and the Mua Magi-human races residing there. With the assistance of the Mua human race, the Azurite Iani Indigo children implanted another pylon implant network system, which was an advanced Lemurian pylon implant network, in an attempt to stabilize Earth's Templar and reawaken the Great White Lion and the Golden Eagle, Apens, in preparation for the upcoming stellar activation cycle. This Azurite Alpine was known as the Faces of Men, structures of Easter Island of the coast of Peru, and they were erected by the Mua human race descendants. There are actually 12 heads in the Faces of Men Alpine system. One set of 4 heads is located on Earth, another set of 4 heads is located on parallel Earth, and the final set of 4 heads is located on Inner Earth. Collectively, the 12 faces of men are known as the guardians of the 12 pillars. The 4 Faces of Men network runs a special type of life force current called the Kirasha currents, which belong to the dimension 13, 14, and 15. The intruder races and the fallen angelics have made numerous attempts at compromising the 4 Faces of Men Alpine system since its installation in 22,500 BC, but none of them have been successful in cracking its code. Aside from the 4 living creatures, which is the original founder consciousness planetary grid networks for planet Earth, there are intruder networks designed specifically as alien architecture by the negative alien agenda groups. These intruder networks serve a negative purpose and are extremely harmful for humans. We will be discussing about these intruder grid networks in the next video.